Numbz, man, before we get into Marvin Chronicles, the EP, I just definitely want to touch on that for a couple minutes, man. While I still got you, I know I got to get you out of here pretty soon, man. What song do you want to start with off Marvin Chronicles?
What's that? I think my favorite joint is probably All the Way. Either
Okay.
that or Feeling Good.
Okay, let's go with Feeling Good. Which Feeling Good.
Game 7 at the Garden, I'm built for the bright lights. In the darkest situations, I'ma shine bright. Beat by Furious, the soul by Marvin. Salute when you see me, I'm the sergeant. Everybody think they nice, it's alarming. Too many rappers in the game, what I say. Facts. And I ain't never been one to play. Here to compete, let's get it on. That's Marvin Gaye. On these tracks, I'm just floating. More than rap, this is poetry in motion. I'm here to win, I'm coming for my trophy. Been winning since I came back to rap, that ain't low key.
Alright. Y'all go check out Marvin Chronicles by Numbz. If you like that song is called Feeling Good, produced by Furious Styles, man. Take us into this project, man. I know it was a long time coming. It was probably paused. I know it was like maybe a year ago when you started talking about doing this.
I started this probably March 22.
Yeah.
March 22. Yeah. I had a bunch of different, I went in a bunch of different directions, a bunch of different times. It went from me thinking I was gonna have a feature on every song, and then it just kind of transitioned, and then put that on pause, wrote the whole trifecta album in between, came back to it, and I'm glad I took my time with it. As far as music I put out, it's definitely got the biggest response. So that was huge. Even for 5-track EP, did really well, relatively speaking. And then part of that was because I just took my time. Like, so I took all the time, did all the extra songs, and ended up doing 4 to 5 songs in like a 2-week period. After like having all this stuff, scrapped everything. The only song that is from the original rendition is the song I did with Rome.
Okay.
Everything else was fairly new. The intro was the last song I did too. It just kind of came to my mind to do, and I got Furious to cook up something where I wanted it, and that was that.
Sure. I think one of the other things that before you listen to the music, if I never knew you or anything like that, that stands out to me. I'm looking at it right now, and I think a lot of people probably hit you up about it. Is the cover art? You know what I mean? Yeah. It's your face on it, but I mean, I'll let you explain. Kind of what your concept was for bringing Marvin Chronicles to light through the cover art. Who did the cover art? Kind of what did you guys talk about getting into it?
Queen Hornet. Shout out to Queen Hornet. Super dope. Creative artist. I don't even know the exact title, but he did Trifecta as well. He also did Reloaded and Reloaded Deluxe. So I've been working with him for a while. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to embody everything about it. You know what I'm saying? Marvin Gaye is my favorite artist, regardless of genre. I had a couple of different picks that I wanted to do, and then I just kind of found one. Took some pictures that kind of looked like how I wanted to look, and I just sent both pictures, and he just did his thing. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to embody the whole thing. The funny part about the intro, like a lot of people commented on it. Somebody said I don't even want to tell you how many times I listened to it, not knowing you were talking about Marvin. I was just like, all right.
What?
Right. I heard that, and then somebody else was like, dang, I was like, you got shot before? I was just like,
Damn, they got you at 45, bro.
Right. I'm not even 45. So it's just, it was just gone, man. I did a lot of research just doing the album in general. If you pay attention to the album, I dropped a lot of references in the
Yeah.
bars too. Probably more than everybody picked up. I'm a Marvin stan, so I tried to at least in every song embody, if I tied in the song title, if I tied
Yeah.
in, his life, and I mean, the song could have been 10 minutes.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah, I
Uh,
was surprised you kept it that short. You know what I'm saying? Considering it was an EP, you had the room, the runway
right,
to do whatever you wanted. If you wanted to do a 5 minute chronicling
right.
of his life, you know
Again,
what I mean?
I wanted everyone to somebody hit me, and I'm grateful, and they were just like, "Yo, I was mad you didn't do more." And I'm like, "That's what I'm looking for." You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah.
want you to I don't want you to miss bars on song number 8 because you ran out of steam. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
so I think with something like that, I didn't want to overdo it. It's 14 minutes. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You could play that twice on a commute to work. You know what
True.
I'm saying?
True. True.
So I
True.
kind of wanted it to be like that, and it worked out. You know what I'm saying? I think when you do 5 songs EP, you have a greater chance that everybody really like digesting it, and and again, back to like the peers things, like you don't push it for your peers, but some of the cosigns I got from like rappers I really really respect. I'm not gonna name drop them, but reached out, and that was huge. You know what I'm saying? Some pretty big names, a couple DM me and stuff like that. So like unsolicited too. So
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty dope. And when you hear that, you're doing it the right way.
Exactly, exactly. Let's talk about. I mean, you got one feature on here with Rome Mallory. I mean, I know you guys have worked together before, man. But what made you just kind of add him onto this instead of just kind of carrying out 5 tracks solo and kind of just riding that out?
I just thought he would be good on it. You know what I'm saying? I had the verse. I was gonna write the whole thing, and I kind of had a concept of, getting a little personal on the track or whatever. And I just thought he would be a good fit. And this is like, I mean, Rome and I are like super tight now. Like this was June of 22. I sent him that, so we were cool, but we eat way more
Right,
cool
right.
now. You know what I'm saying? But even then, I thought he would be super dope on it. He delivered as he always does.
Yeah. I want to thank you publicly for leaving me off that album. I listened to the I listened to that verse or that song. I sit back, I was like, man, I don't know. You know, it would have been passable, but boy, I was like, man, that's why it's important that this, to love what you're putting out. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
again, I'm hard on myself. But was this at any point ever going to be an album? You know, because I know you said initially you had probably a feature per song. Was it going to be an album initially, and then you kind of just scale
Yeah,
back?
I planned on like at least having it be like 7 tracks. I had 8 recorded. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up recording a couple things, and like I just wanted to put what fit, what was cohesive from the intro to Marvin. Then I went with one drumless track.
Oh,
And
how
then
was that? Because your guy Furious offline. He don't like doing those. Is they like pulling teeth to
right, no,
get
I
him?
did that. No, I did the drumless one.
Oh, okay. Oh no,
Yeah,
no, yeah, Marvin. He's on Marvin and feeling good.
but you know what? That was drumless too, though.
It was, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it was. It's not. It's like it is. It ain't had no hard. Yeah, I
no
got you.
hard drum.
No hard drum. It had drums
Um,
in it, but
I mean, occasionally I just hit him. I mean, he did NJ to Philly, which ended up being a really good. So like,
yeah, which you heard,
when I
right?
work, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. I always make him give me one. You know what I'm saying? Like NJ to Philly was the last song we did, and like he kept putting off the drumless beat. I'm like, yo, I need a drumless before we wrap it up. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So NJ to Philly is literally the last song we recorded
Oh,
because he kept sending me other beats. I said, that's cool. Let me get this drumless stuff. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, man. I wanna play. Which one you want to play, Marvin? Before we get out of here and we talk about some of the stuff you got coming up, next year and stuff like that. I got like 1 or 2 more questions for you, but which one you
Yeah, you
want to
can play the
play?
Marvin joint. That's cool.
Marvin joint. All right, let me turn this thing up here. All right, this is Marvin again, title track off of Marvin Chronicles.
Was born in D.C., the son of a pastor. Really saw eye to eye, wanted to follow my passions. Kicked out because I really lived to his expectations. Through it all, became a sensation. Kicked out the house without mom, I couldn't survive. She's the one that single-handedly kept me alive. Joined the Air Force, it wasn't for me. Guess I had other places that I'd rather be. To Detroit, I met Barry Gordy. He was a legend in the flesh, I was in my glory. It took a minute, but soon I brought the fire. Dropped pride and joy, my stock rose higher. Met Tammy, the chemistry was unreal. Your precious love, yeah, she was the real deal. Ain't nothing like the real thing, a famous duet. Working with her was
Yeah, so that's Marvin, man. So that's how he opens up the EP, man. Like you telling stories, man. Like you said, man, do more of that. Like you did really well with that, and that kind of gears you up the listener to kind of be locked in. Like I was all in after that, you know, in terms of just from a non being cool with you.
Right.
Type of thing. So I love some storytelling stuff like that. I think some of the doper artists lack that. You know what I mean? So I like that you brought it in, telling his story and was able to fit in all the key parts in less than 3 minutes. You know what I mean? So I even picked up a jewel. I forgot he went to the Air Force. You know what I'm saying? So forgot all about that one there.
I'm
man.
reading his biography now, and I could do a volume 2 after reading this. Like this.
Yeah, I saw that, man. I definitely would like to get into that at some point. I got like maybe 3 books that I have to finish before the year's out. In terms of my 12 book goal for the year. So man, it's we the December end of the year, man. Just please speak on anything you got coming up that you could speak on as far as 2024 and just anything you want to leave the people with in terms of just kind of what happened in 2023 and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, first off, just to appreciate the support, man. Like, I'm not a huge like post my numbers guy. But like, I do keep it to watch my personal growth. And even from like, your followers on Spotify, like that's real indication right there. Like the streams are what the streams are, but like when people are following your page, that means that's another person that's alerted every time you drop something. You know what I'm saying? And I just appreciate all that. But as far as what's coming up, man, me and Rome Mallory got our album coming out. It's called Winter Circle. We're dropping that January. That's pretty much done. Gonna be setting the mixing pretty soon. So y'all should have that mid-January. And I got a couple of MCs I'm working with. I got a joint production album dropping with Furious Style sometime in the first quarter. I think the people will like that. And I'm just looking for new MCs to work with, whether on the production and I'm starting to get my thoughts together for this next LP. I only plan on doing one LP this year. I'll probably drop that in the summer. So I'll be slowing down on putting out music. So I really want to take my time and start crafting that. Other than that, man, that's really it for now. Things always pop up, but I got a couple features that'll be on the way, but that's about it, man.
All right. Appreciate it, man. As always, thanks for coming on and entertaining my questions and stuff like that and giving the people a good pod, man. Salute to you and yours for the rest of the year and into 2024. I'm sure we'll connect at some point and, music, whatever, what have you, man. And have you and Rome on to talk about the album at some point when it drops for sure. So definitely open up the doors for that anytime, man. So appreciate y'all, for listening. Again, this is episode 4, Blank Canvas Show. Thanks y'all for tapping in and, rocking with the rebrand and everything like that. Artists, producers, engineers. We got all types of good talks, producer ciphers that are coming out where it's just strictly on producing stuff, is engineers and stuff like that. So got a whole lot of good talks and just networking. I'm trying to provide networking opportunities for everybody to talk and just have nerded out questions on gear and all of that stuff. So that's kind of what I want Blank Canvas to be, because like I feel each and every album, each and every project is a chance for you to write a new chapter on whatever your artistry is going to be, and you're not kept to what you did in the previous works. It's always on what you're doing moving forward. So with that said, I'm Cash Flow. That's Numbz. We out.
Numbz. Peace.
I'm trying to tell them, Hut, I've been different. Yo, Green, we got one, homie. Time to take the cloak off, family is the bad guy. Woke up, aggravated on my bad side. Separate me from them, I am the franchise. Close circle, damn right, I am anti. Coming back for what's owed to me, been an OG, nigga, never was a crash dummy. Cash flow.